I debated the editor of Skeptic magazine, Michael Shermer, and he, I think it was, said to me, or Dawkins, or somebody, but they all do it with me anyway, said, you know, you're an atheist, me, with respect to Zeus. And yes, I am. I'm an Azeusist. You're an atheist with respect to Wotan. Yes, I am, an Awotanist. And so they went through a long, boring list of gods, and then they said, and we just go one God more. And we are atheists. We don't believe the God of the Bible. So what they're doing, you see, is thinking that the God of the Bible is just like the Greek god of thunder or lightning. That's a profound mistake. Anybody that's read anything about the ancient gods of Greeks, Babylonians, Romans, and so on, will know that the key difference between them and the God of the Bible is a very simple but profound one. The gods of the ancient religions are all, I quote, descended from the heaven and the earth. That is, they're products of the primeval chaos, primeval soup, mass energy, call it what you like. They're material gods. They come from the universe. The God of the Bible created the universe. That's a vast difference. But the difference is more profound than that. You see, the Greek god of lightning disappears when you do your first lecture in atmospheric physics at UCLA Physics Department, because you discover how lightning works. Atmospheric discharges, static electricity, all that kind of thing, pressure gradients. Oh, I don't need the God of lightning anymore. Exit that God. The God of lightning is a God of the gaps. The Greeks couldn't explain lightning, therefore God did it. Now, what I have discovered relatively recently is that many of my colleagues think that that's my idea of God. There's something in biology I can't explain. Oh, that's where God works. God did that, you see. And a little bit more science, that gap is closed, and God gets squeezed out and disappears. You understand the argument, don't you? Now, try and follow the logic of this. If you define God to be a God of the gaps like that, then you have to choose between God and science, because that's the way you've defined God. Full stop. And that explains to me a long way what's happening with many of my friendly atheist colleagues. They think that I believe in a God of the gaps, and they rightly say, look, you have to choose between that God and science. Of course you do, because that's the definition of that God. But that's not the God I believe in at all. I don't believe in a God of the gaps. The Bible does not start with the words, in the beginning, God created the bits of the universe we don't understand. That would be a very curious start, wouldn't it? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. That is, he created the whole show. And of course, that's what Newton believed. And so when he discovered his law of gravity, the more he understood, the more he admired the genius of the God that did it that way. Because it's not a God of the gaps.